A sad day for Apex Legends, but also a sad day for esports, as NRG has announced just now this morning that they will be leaving the space entirely. That being Apex Legends, dropping not just their team, but also a creator, Nikki, as well, and leaving Apex, it seems, entirely for now. Also, Sweet announcing his video. I want you guys to listen to the full thing as he places a large portion of his blame on, you guessed it, EA, as they never came to an agreement to have that rev share or those skins even to support these teams and players. And thus, when you think about it, what is the actual financial motivation for teams to be in Apex if they can't make any money doing so? But here is Sweet announcing NRG leaving Apex.
NRG is leaving Apex Legends. To many of you, this may come as a surprise, but to the team of people inside of NRG, this has been a long time coming. NRG began scaling back their Apex interests when they parted ways with the majority of their content creators earlier this year. Along with that, NRG also did not have a merch booth at any of the LANs and seemingly was not very interested in the esport, unfortunately. EA is mostly to blame here, considering the orgs and EA never reached an agreement about a revenue share, and as much as Apex seems like it's doing great during LAN time, there are some foundational issues that limit the esport from growing any further. Legacy orgs such as G2, Liquid, Cloud9, and now NRG have made the same decision. Coupled the underlying issues with EA with our less than ideal tournament performance, it was a decision we came to with NRG that had no bad blood and was honestly a sigh of relief. I would like to extend the utmost thanks to everybody who gave myself and my teammates this amazing opportunity. Our tenure was not without success, as we produced 774,000 in tournament winnings, countless wins, and brought together one of the biggest communities of fans inside of Apex. A special shout out to Jamie, Bike Age, is in order, as he is without a doubt been the best manager and player forward operator in esports I've come across. Thanks for everything, Jamie. Looking forward, I would be lying if I said I wasn't extremely excited. All three of us, and Sven and Shiny, will continue to play and coach in ALGS Year 4 in some capacity. However, not all together. We've come to the conclusion that we will change the team in some way, and I think it's best for everyone that we change something up, and now's the time to do it when everyone is at the top of their game and hungry to play. I've personally been approached by multiple teams, but also have the option to play with Nate or Gale if the stars align. What I've told the boys is that we should all keep our options open and see what happens and go from there. Above all else, the most important thing to me is that every member of NRG finds a new home and team to play with, even if it's not together.
And I don't think, from what I've heard, that this will be the last big organization to leave Apex, nor is NRG technically the first to leave Apex. Last big one we talked about being Team Liquid, but others certainly will likely follow. It can't just be NRG, one of your biggest brands in the game, maybe not the best ALGS champs finish of all other organizations out there, but if they themselves do not see it financially making sense to be here, you got to wonder what other big organizations are going to follow suit. And also Bike Age, aka Jamie, having very similar things to say, that EA and Respawn have not done enough for these teams and these players to make it make sense. So when Sweet says that, when Jamie says that, it truly makes you wonder. And also think right back to the last time we talked about the big controversy between EA and these Apex Legends esports teams is they never reached an agreement when it came to that pivotal moment of having skins release for these esports teams. And I've talked about this multiple times, but in case you guys forgot about it, I believe it was last October, I could be off on that, where these esports teams were going to have skins where people could buy in, and you guys know the Apex scene, especially around these big events, they buy in. Brands like TSM, NRG, 100 Thieves. There's a lot more notable brands in Apex as well. I think Optic would have done incredibly well, and a lot of other ones. Moist, gigantic brands out there, even some Asian teams too, I think would have done very well for themselves, but an agreement was never met on those team skins. From what I heard, it was Apex Legends, well, I should say it was EA not coming to an agreement and never offering a revenue share percentage. It's not just me who said this. I think Smash has also said this, and I've heard it from credible sources that EA never offered these teams a revenue share percentage. They were going to offer each team a flat rate fee. What I had heard was $60,000, and that is it. A one-time fee for your skin in the game that people can buy for probably a lot longer time than just a few months, right? And that was it. Probably not even enough to pay a lot of these players' salaries. One-time fee, $60,000. And as you guys can imagine, a lot of teams did not agree with that. Like, why would they? The revenue share model has existed in other esports and still does to this day in other esports. A huge example being Halo. Not a lot of people are even watching Halo, but even to date, what I have heard, it's a very profitable model for these esports teams, or at least a way to make more money than $60,000 for these teams to support their players with. You could bring up Rainbow Six Siege. Of course, you could then go down to majors for CSGO. The sticker capsules, what they pay back, Valorant with their skin bundles, and on and on and on. The revenue share model, where apparently EA doesn't want to do that. They want to give you a flat rate fee so they can make some more money, and watch their esport die. It's an incredibly sucky thing to see, and even Sweet says it. Like, this is largely EA to blame because they could not come to an agreement with these teams of what was going to support both sides. And you guys know there has to be a favorable model that benefits both EA and these esports teams, because players who really want to support their teams and have cool in-game items, they will shell out to support their favorite guys. Like, guarantee they will. And we have gotten to the point where one of your biggest brands is now exiting your esport. Despite the success of the roster in recent times, these are still gigantic names, and it really hurts to see because I don't feel like they're going to be the last. What do you guys think about this? Just very upset with EA, to be honest. The fact that that was a huge driving point, so it seems. Of course, with the conclusion of ALGS champs, maybe some contracts are up, and that's a big time to make these changes and have them be made. So who's next? And how can this be solved? Apex is truly one of the best esports to watch out there right now, and I would hate to see it go down this path without some sort of resolution. So what do you guys think? Make sure to leave a comment down below. Thanks to all of you guys who've been subbing 3 to 4 videos a day. That's what we do here. We also drink lots of water and coffee. Till next time, take care. We'll see you back here sometime soon.